Doubleheader today from South County High School. Senators and Braves go at it this afternoon. Senators trying to secure their spot as second place in the South Division, and the Braves looking for something better. They're 9-23 this season against the 16-15 Southern Maryland Senators, still seeking their first ever season above 500 in franchise history. Well, let's tell you a little bit about the updated playoff format. This just became official a couple of days ago. All 8 teams are going to make it to the postseason. But with that, the top 4 teams are going to get a bye, the top 2 a double bye. So if you can follow me, the playoff format will work almost like it did last year, just with an extra round added on. So 5 through 8 will play in that first round, match up against one another, and then the winner of those 2 games will play 4 and 3 respectively, and then the winner of those 2 games will go on and play in a 3-game series in the semifinals. So hope that makes sense to you folks. We'll continue to try to explain that as time goes along. But new updated playoff format, all 8 teams will be in. Now it just matters about seeding, and the Senators, they're getting closer and closer to locking up that all-coveted 4 spot and getting a bye in the first day, which will be on Tuesday. That will be when the playoffs start. Had an opportunity to catch up with Scott Middleton before this game. Here is how that sounded. Had a great time with Coach before this one. Pre-game, Senators and Braves here with head coach Scott Middleton. Coach, you put together a beauty yesterday, 8-1 victory. How happy were you with how the guys performed, especially the bats?
The bats, and you and I have talked about this before.
Yeah.
I think even before the game yesterday, they did the little things again. We got base loaded. They found ways to get the runs in, sack flies. I think Tribble even laid down a bunt, if I remember. We did some little things. So if we can continue to do that, our hitting is going to get back to where we're scoring 8-9 runs a game. It's when we get out of that, find a way to get the runs in instead of trying to be, a big inning all the time.
And how big is it being able to produce those little things, like you said, whereas there's been a number of times this season where when you've struggled, you've gotten a lot of 2-out base runners. How big is it to have outs to work with?
On the defensive side?
No, in terms of offense.
Offense?
Yeah.
Anytime you can get that big hit with 2 outs, it's key. And that's what we were doing early on in the season, where when we went through this massive slump as a team, we weren't getting that key hit at the right time. So we can continue to do that. We're going to be just fine. And, with us approaching playoffs, we can line up pitching. I'm hoping these guys, they took a turn from yesterday to keep it going even when we have guys on base with 2 outs and do the little things.
And then last thing about yesterday, you got a great start out of Nick Wimberly as usual. How happy are you with him, especially going into the postseason?
Oh, he's electric. He's amazing. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Anytime you got a pitcher like that, you feel 100%. Your confidence definitely flies through the roof. But at the same time, he is human, and just like all of us are. And if he has a bad outing, we do need, like we did, we scored runs, and but Nick is leading in the playoffs with Nick. My plan is to have him go game 1, get on to the next round. I have all the confidence in the world with him.
Now moving to today, and you're taking a look into the advance a little bit. You've got a bullpen arm starting this game today in Nate Berzonski. What's your confidence level with him, and kind of speak to the technical aspect of that change and why you did that with the playoffs looming?
So, Nate, I have all the confidence in the world. I issued 18 or 19 innings pitched this season, .50 ERA, 0.50. So he's going to attack. He's going to pound zone. And, he's definitely one of the guys I wanted to see in a start position. But, with a doubleheader today and another game tomorrow and a possible doubleheader Monday, not sure about that one yet. But, it's a lot of games where I have to position these starters for playoffs. And so you got Brzezinski getting the start today, game one. You got Miller getting the start, game two. And I have confidence in them. I mean, Nate, realistically, he could be a starter. I mean, he has the numbers for it. And I expect him to do the same as he was coming out of relief. Pound the zone, get outs, do his thing.
And with the changes to the playoff format, I guess just one last question about yesterday's game. How big was that win to position you comfortably in front of the Grays and almost essentially lock things up as far as the 4 seed goes and getting a bye?
The bye's huge because, with the new playoff format, and all the teams able to get in, playing that playing game to get to the next playing game, I mean, that's rough because you're using pitching for the 5 through 8 seed, and then have to use pitching again for the playing game to get to the semis. And winning yesterday was huge, and it's going to help us out even if we can. I want to win both today. I have confidence in the pitching, confidence in our bats, but if we can pull one out, it puts us even a better spot. So being in that 4 seed is huge, and not losing it. So.
Well, thank you, Coach. Senators and Braves coming up right here on the Senators Baseball Network. We'll have lineups for you after this.
In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland.
As we inch towards the playoffs, we got a good South Division matchup for you tonight. Senators and Aces, with Southern Maryland being on the road. We'll bring you their lineup first tonight. It's led off by Nick Flores. He's the shortstop. Playing center field and batting second is Adam Trock. Normal lineup for Scott Middleton. It's batting third, Logan Tribble. He'll play left field. The designated hitter batting fourth is Stephen Krause. Playing third base and hitting fifth is Danny Surowick. In right field, batting sixth, Carter Groen. Hitting seventh and playing first base is MJ Phillips. In the 8-hole, Jack Gagan. He will be the catcher. Hitting ninth and rounding out the order, the second baseman, Cale Vinson. Getting the start on the mound today for the Senators will be Nate Brzezinski. This is a reminder that this will be the first of 2 games today, a doubleheader, 2 7-inning matchups between the Senators and Braves. And for Metro South County, here's how the lineup goes. It's led off by J.W. Kohlmeyer. He's playing shortstop. The center fielder, Franklin Gomez Jr., will bat second. In the 3 spot, Charlie Brinkman, he plays right field. In the cleanup spot, Charlie McGulick, he's the first baseman. Hitting fifth and playing catcher is Ryan Santangelo. Batting sixth, the designated hitter Nate Dudek. In left field and hitting seventh is Michael Lavanga. In the eighth spot, the third baseman Alexi Goldhill. And rounding out the order, the second baseman Andre Buffard. The pitcher for them today will be Kendall Cassidy. Cassidy has hit against the Senators a whole ton this season. Today, he gets the start out on the mound, a guy that does it all for this Braves team in his second season underneath head coach Chris Warren. Of course, Scott Middleton, you just heard a moment ago on our coach's pregame show, trying to lock up another big victory, maybe even two today. We'll have to see how the weather cooperates. It's been bad all season. Looking like at the moment we'll at least get the first game in. We'll just have to wait and see between the Senators and Braves this afternoon. 16-15 Senators this season, 9-23 the Braves. Let's tell you a little more about the starting pitching matchup. It's Nate Berzonski out on the hill for Scott Middleton and the Senators. Boy, has he been fantastic throughout the season. Largely been a bullpen arm for the Senators and company. He has thrown 18 innings, 18 strikeouts. He's got a .50 ERA. Man, he has been fantastic. 3-0 record, only giving up one run across those 18 innings pitched. That was way back against the Aces on June 12th. Since then, he has thrown over 15 innings and hasn't given up a single run. Looking for more of that today is Nate Berzonski. On the other side, it'll be Kendall Cassidy. Cassidy, a 5'9" left-hander, 5'9", 185 pounds. Junior out of Ouachita Baptist University. He's a native of Burleson, Texas, and as I said, he's a veteran with this Braves ball club. Very well acquainted with his head coach, Chris Warren, and there's a number of returners on this team, but they've really built a solid young base with this squad. Just haven't been able to put it together as the season's gone along like they did last season. But with this new playoff format, it gives every team an opportunity, and the Braves certainly looking to capitalize on that opportunity come playoff time. At the moment, it's shaping up like they might play the Grays in the first round of the playoffs, but we'll just have to see as time goes along. Kendall Cassidy will get the start today for the Braves. He's got a 6.41 ERA, 0-2 record. He's made 5 starts this season, thrown 26 2/3 innings, so he's a guy that can give you some distance, but he doesn't strike out a bunch of batters. Only 12 strikeouts this season. He's walked 10, given up 35 hits. That's the concerning number for him, trying to clean that up today. Senators and Braves, it's sure to be a good one coming up after this break.
Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com.
Moments away from go time. Senators and Braves, sure to be a good one this afternoon. Got 2 7-inning contests for you today, and it will be led off by Nick Flores for Southern Maryland, as it has been in all but one game this season. Only got 1 rest day throughout the entire campaign. That was back on June 28th against the Crop Dusters. Just really needed a day off in a stretch of 13 games in 11 days to close out the month of June. Senators are thankful to be out of that and starting to try to put it back together as we near playoff time. Had a big win last night against the Grays. Dominant fashion, 8-1. It was only a 5-inning affair, and that's because lightning started to show up in the local area. We'll see how far we can get today. Potentially some thunderstorms a little later. Expecting this first game will be clean. We'll have to just wait and see for the second one. But Nick Flores getting ready in the on-deck circle. He'll face the 5'9" left-hander, Kendall Cassidy. This is the first time Cassidy has pitched against the Senators this season. Southern Maryland has seen him in the batter's box throughout the year. He does it all for this Metro South County squad. Cassidy a 6.41 ERA, 0-2 record. Making his 6th start of the season. Has thrown 26 2/3, given up 35 hits in that time. That may be the concerning number for Cassidy. Into the right-handed batter's box steps Nick Flores. Cassidy sets. And now offers the first pitch of the afternoon. Flores takes a called strike, and with that we are off and running from South County High School here in Lorton, Virginia. Senators lead the season series against the Braves 3-1. They lost the first meeting with them back on June 3rd. The 0-1. Foul tip, strike 2. That was the first game of the season for both squads. Only game that was played on June 3rd. Everyone else started the season on June 4th. Senators lost the contest 8-11. Since then, they've been perfect against South County. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a bouncer up the middle. Backhanded by the second baseman, Buffard, who throws him out. 1 away. Another look at the defense for the Braves. It's Charlie Brinkman in right field. In center is Franklin Gomez Jr. Out in left, Michael Lavanga. Left to right in the infield goes Alexi Goldhill at third. The shortstop, J.W. Kohlmeyer. Playing second base, Andre Buffard. First baseman, Charlie McGulick. And handling the catching, Ryan Santangelo. First pitch is a called strike at the knees to start off Adam Truck. Truck is 4 for his last 11 at the plate. He's got 3 walks in that time. Been able to reach base a ton. Here it comes. Swinging a little tapper foul down the right side. Cassidy really wants to limit the hits today. It's something that he struggled with throughout this season. Senators do it at a high rate. Had 8 hits last night in only 5 innings. The pitch, swinging a line drive, base hit up the middle. Adam Truck aboard. And a 1-out base runner for the Senators early. Scott Middleton wants to stack him up. And that's what Adam Truck is trying to do. If you missed our coach's pregame show with Scott, he was really happy with how the team was able to score runs last time out against the Grays. Put up 8, only left 6 runners stranded. In most circumstances, that may be a lot, especially if you only get one run. But when you're able to score that many, not too concerned. First pitch, Tribble takes upstairs for ball one. Tribble, he's been fantastic as of late. 7 for 12 with 4 RBIs in the last 3 games. The pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul down the left field line. If you're just joining us, 1 out, top of the first inning, a man aboard for the Senators, and that's the speedy Adam Trock. We'll see if he tests the lefty Cassidy. Certainly increased danger in trying to run on a left-hander. Trock's got 18 steals this season. There he goes. The pitch misses outside. Throw down to second, not in time. Adam Trock with an easy steal, a second, and now a man in scoring position with only 1 out. Tribble's had an incredible ability to drive him in recently. Had an RBI last time out. That was a single in the 4th inning. Senators scored 6 in that frame. The 2-1. Swinging a jam shot, fly ball down the right field line, out of play. Tribble has been otherworldly this season, batting .364, big increase from his .225 mark a season ago. He was consistent, batting first for the Senators last year, late in the season, won the leadoff spot, but Scott Middleton has loved what he's done this year. The pitch, swinging a pop-up out of play towards the right side. That goes careening into the parking lot back behind the field. At South County High School, it's 318 to the corners, 360 to the gaps, and 370 to dead center. I'll look back at second, 2-2. Pulled foul down the left side. Third base coach Justin Hyde's got to spin out of the way. It's an interestingly constructed field. It's all grass infield other than the patches of dirt around the bases. So you got a patch of dirt around first, second, third, home, and the pitcher's mound, of course, as well. The pitch, runner goes, misses outside, throw down to third, not in time. Trock in with a feet first slide, and he's got a pair of stolen bases and a man just 90 feet away for Logan Tribble. Spoke with Tribble before the game, told me he's kind of used to this all-grass infield. That's what he played on at his high school. The pitch. Swinging a liner through the left side, base hit. Trock in to score easily. Logan Tribble's got another run batted in. Tribble can't be stopped. Make it 8 for his last 13 at the plate. Trying to keep the train rolling is Steven Krause. And Adam Trock passing off some information to the left-handed hitting first baseman on his way back to the dugout. Krause been a centerpiece of the lineup all season. Runners off, pitch in the dirt. Throw down is way high, but backing it up is the second baseman Bouffard, so no further damage. 1 out, top of the first. Senators have already scored 1. Man in scoring position, that's Tribble. Steven Krause, he walks a ton. In his last 9 at-bats, he's got 7 walks. That pitch misses in the dirt, 2-0. Certainly an imposing presence in the box. In that time as well, got 4 runs batted in. Cassidy trying to settle down a little bit. The pitch. Swinging a roller to first. This gloved by Magulik. He'll take it to the bag himself. And there's 2 away. Dribble advances up to third on the play. And so still threatening are the Senators with 2 outs in the first inning, and that brings up the left-handed hitting Danny Surowick. He's batting .238 this season. Tied for the team lead with 2 home runs. Him and Carter Groen both have a pair. The pitch. And at the knees, strike 1 with a changeup. Surowick, both homers came in the month of June. In fact, his second one came on the last day against the Thunderbolts on the road. The 0-1 misses in the dirt. Well, the Thunderbolts, they had an interesting story a couple of days ago. They actually had a ball that was hit foul. It hit a fireman's truck, and then the fireman was annoyed, so he sprayed water on the field from a fire truck. That's just a connection in the league, the 1-1. Fastball inside, ball 2. So, some wild things occurring recently in the Cal Ripken League, but also some changes, as we mentioned before the game, a change of the playoff format. The pitch, swinging a bouncing ball to first. It eats up Magulik a little bit. He recovers, throws to Cassidy in time to retire the side. So Cassidy able to limit the damage, but Logan Tribble's got an RBI base knock, and the Senators are in front 1-0 early. First time for Nate Berzonski coming up after this. Senators 1, Braves nothing as we go to the bottom of the first.
A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today.
Bottom of 1, Senators and Braves, glad to have you with us. Cody Wagner with you on the Senators Baseball Network. Southern Maryland leads 1-0 early. They got Nate Berzonski on the mound today. He's a 6'2" right-hander, incoming freshman to Mount St. Mary's University. Native of Berlin, Maryland, so a kid out of the local area. Only a couple of those for Scott Middleton this season. He's got a total of 7 out of the state of Maryland coming into this season, that is. But a lot of guys from up and down the East Coast. That's how he's built this roster. Glad to have the help of all the host families that he's got. It was Host Family Appreciation Night at home yesterday for the Senators. This is J.W. Kohlmeyer to lead things off. First pitch, he swings and misses, strike 1. Kohlmeyer, 2 for his last 12 at the dish, has struck out twice in that time, has a stolen base though as well. Wind and the 0-1. Swinging a pop-up middle of the infield. There's Flores behind second base. He puts it away, 1 down. This is a Braves team that has really struggled on the pitching side. The bats have been relatively middle of the road. They're 5th in the league in terms of runs scored. They're top 3 in home runs. They've got 12 of them this season. But first pitch is waved at, strike 1 by Franklin Gomez Jr. They've just left a lot to be desired on the pitching front. 7.83 team ERA. That's the worst in the league. The 0-1. Swinging a line shot into the left center field gap. Over goes Chalk, and it's down and off the wall. Gomez hustling for second. Throw goes to the cutoff man Flores, and it's a 1-out stand-up double.
And now the batter for the Braves. Sophomore from Liberty, number 20, Charlie Brinkman.
So Gomez gets into one, and that'll bring up Charlie Brinkman in the 3 spot. He's playing right field. Has played some catcher this season. They've moved him all around the field. He's got the ability to play wherever needed. And now it's Jack Gagan, who's out to have a chat with the starter, Nate Brzezinski. Got to keep in mind, this is a little bit of a different role for Brzezinski. Most of the time coming out of the bullpen. Scott Middleton, though, he's just got so much confidence in this kid. Knows what he can do. He's made 8 appearances this season. This is his first start. Brinkman, he has crushed the Senators this season. First pitch, swings and pops it foul into the parking lot behind home. Brinkman 5 for 11 against Southern Maryland pitching. Senators, they've had a tough time trying to figure him out this season. Right-handed hitter. The 0-1. Swinging a bouncing ball back to the mound. Brzezinski looks back the runner, throws him out at first. There's 1 away. So Gomez forced to retreat to second. Well done by Brzezinski. That's the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Braves, number 35, Charlie McGoulick.
And this brings Charlie McGoulick to the plate. 6'4", steps into the left-handed batter's box. He's both been a pitcher and a hitter throughout this season, though hasn't pitched since the month of June. First offering is up and away. Bad miss that time. McGoulick really just started to struggle with the pitching. In his last 2 appearances, gave up a total of 6 runs across 4 innings. The pitch. Swinging a line shot. Medium deep center field. Trock takes a couple steps back and puts it away to retire the side. Braves leave one stranded after a 1-out Franklin Gomez double. And it's 1-0 Senators after the first.
Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming, 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their 2nd season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com.
Back for the top of 2, Senators and Braves. It is a cloudy afternoon, 87 degrees at first pitch. Senators in front, 1-0. Carter Groen will lead off the second for Scott Middleton and company. Last season, boy, was he fantastic for the Senators. Starting to find it a little bit as the season's gone along. The other night against the Aces, he ripped a big RBI double. First pitch, he swings and lines it. It's a diving grab by Alexi Goldhill for out number 1. Well, that's nothing other than unlucky. Alexi Goldhill with a diving snag for out number 1. It's just felt like a lot of that for Carter Groen throughout the season. Unfortunate moments, and up comes MJ Phillips. Lefty on lefty. First pitch takes upstairs, ball 1. Phillips, always a fun guy to be around in the dugout. Cracking a joke. 1 for his last 8 at the plate, the pitch. He takes a change-up strike on the outer edge. 1 out, top of 2. Senators 1, Braves nothing on the Senators Baseball Network. The pitch checks the swing and takes low. Ball 2. Braves in their home blue uniforms with Braves reading across the chest with their logo. They got the white pants as well and blue and white hats. The pitch swung on and smacked into the right center field gap. Over there chases Gomez, and he comes up with it for the second out of the inning. Well, a couple of hard-hit balls, and there's 2 away. And Jack Gagan to the plate. Boy, was Gagan a big pickup for this team. He has been fantastic with the Senators. First pitch, he takes upstairs, ball 1. Really huge for Scott Middleton to acquire this kid after they were really hurting with injuries on the catching side. The pitch outside, 2-0. Gagan hitting .429. He's played in 4 games this season with the Senators. 6 walks, only 1 strikeout. 2-0. Up high, ball 3. Scott Middleton really has applauded his patience at the plate. Loves how he's hitting. Also a quality catcher behind the dish as well. Here it comes. Strike called at the bottom of the zone. 2 outs, top of the second. Senators and Braves. Glad you can join us on the Senators Baseball Network this afternoon. The pitch. Curveball in there, strike 2. First game of a doubleheader this afternoon. It'll be 2 7-inning contests, the 3-2. Swinging a roller to the second baseman, Buffard. He throws him out to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down for Kendall Cassidy in the second. We go bottom 2. Senators lead 1-0.
We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season.
One nothing Senators as we go bottom two. Senators lead the season series over the Braves 3-1. They lost the season opener against Metro South County right here at South County High School. That was an 11-8 loss for the Senators. That one stung certainly for Southern Maryland to begin the season. From there, though, they won 9 in a row. Senators just absolutely dominated to begin the season. Since then, they have slowed down a ton, 16-15 record, but still trying to carry some momentum late into the playoffs. Got a big win last night against the Grays, who's the third best team in the South, and today they played the team in the basement, the 9-23 Metro South County Braves. First pitch to Ryan Santangelo is a fastball up, ball one. Braves, they've really just struggled to put it together on the pitching side. The hitting's been pretty solid this season, the 1-0. Curveball in, 2-0. They're near the middle of the league in almost every hitting category. Fifth in batting average, the pitch downstairs. They're third in terms of home runs. They have hit the long ball at an incredible rate. Fifth in the league in runs scored. A wind and the 3-0. In the dirt, ball four. Four-pitch walk for the leadoff man and catcher Ryan Santangelo. And there will be a man on for the designated hitting, Nate Dudek. Whole ton of these guys on this team that play both ways. Dudek amongst them. This season, he's only ever been in a designated hitting role. First pitch, he takes low, ball one. Dudek, though, has struggled with the bat a little bit. 182 average. Check on the runner at first. Back with a head first dive safely is Santangelo. Dudek on the pitching side has got a 4.5 ERA. Has pitched in 7 games, thrown a total of 10 innings. The 1-0 fastball strike at the knees. If you'll believe it, that's one of the better pitchers on this Brave staff. They have really struggled to get quality innings out of any pitcher this season. Senators, on the other hand, they got really good pitching to start the season. Here it comes, upstairs. 10 games in, Senators had the best pitching staff in the league. Since then, they have been relatively mediocre. Last week, they had a nearly 10 team ERA. It was 9.93 over 4 games. The pitch swung on and lined down the right field corner, foul. Two balls and 2 strikes on Nate Dudek. No outs, bottom of the second. Senators 1, Braves nothing. Got a runner on and Ryan Santangelo. That's kind of been the trend as of late for the Senators. A lot going wrong, but last night was big for them. The 2-2 down and away. Last night, an 8-1 victory for Southern Maryland over the D.C. Grays, putting them 2.5 games in front of D.C. The pitch, outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the inning by Nate Berzonski. And out comes Ryan Kaslavage to have a chat with him.
Stepping up to the plate for the Braves, number 36, Michael Lavenga.
Kaslavage, the pitching coach. Him and Scott Middleton kind of split up the mound visits. Sometimes Middleton will come out and talk with pitchers. Sometimes it's Kaslavage. Earlier in the season, Ryan told me it just depends on the guy. Says there's certain pitchers that I've got a better relationship, know better, and can get in their mind better, that they prefer my coaching style maybe over Middleton's. But then there's other guys that head coach Scott Middleton will go out and talk with. Just depends on the pitcher that it is. This time it's Kaslavage who has the chat with Berzotsky and heads back to the Senators' first base dugout. So 2 men aboard with no outs in the inning. And this will be Michael Lavenga, the left fielder, to bat. Right-handed hitter. He's a veteran of this league. A season ago, played for the DC Grays. First pitch, waved at, strike one. That's the Nate Berzotsky we've come to know and love. Chasing after batters, throwing strikes, blowing stuff past them. Coming in today, he had walked 10 batters in 18 innings. Works out of the set position and lets it fly. In the dirt, 1-1. Lavenga has struggled recently at the dish. 0 for his last 8. He struck out 5 times. Keke in the 1-1. In the dirt, blocked by Gagan. No movement on the base pass. Lavenga was just a massive addition for the Braves, especially considering he was the only everyday batter on the team this season that played in the league last year. The pitch, waved at, strike 2. Yeah, and not a whole lot of returners for Metro South County. A couple of them on the pitching side, but were unable to return any batters. The pitch, downstairs, 3-2. Still no outs, so this feels like an important pitch. Bottom of the second inning, so still early. Plenty of time for both offenses to get going. Senators 1, Braves nothing. From the belt, a look at second, payoff pitch. Swinging a soft liner into center field. That's down for a base hit. They're going to hold Santangelo at third, and the bases will be loaded.
Now batting for your Braves, number 29, Alexei Goldhill.
So they get the hit there, but it's awesome soft contact, and you hate to see that if you're the Senators coaching staff because it may rattle the confidence a little bit for Nate Berzotsky, but it really shouldn't because it was just a little jam job into center field. And so they're juiced with Alexei Goldhill coming to the plate. The pitch in the dirt blocked by Gagan. Boy, he's had a couple of clutch blocks behind home. Goldhill, recent addition to this team. He's 0 for his last 8 at the dish. The pitch downstairs. Goldhill still yet to play against the Senators this season. First pitch is Hilsey from Southern Maryland. Senators in their gray tops with the white pants. Gray hats as well with the S Senators logo. Got the white lettering on the back. The 2-0. Swinging a bouncer to third. Surowick will throw home. They get 1. Gagan pumps the throw to first. There will be no play there. So bases will remain loaded, but they get an easy out at home plate. Ryan Santangelo must have forgot the situation a little bit because he went to break back to third base, but of course he's forced to move up with the bases loaded. So a big first out. Still 1-0 Senators, and that keeps the ERA down low for Nate Berzonsky. And this is Audrey Bouffard, the right-handed hitting second baseman. First offering is in at the belt, strike one. They're loaded up for Bouffard, a clutch opportunity. The pitch, low and away, ball one. There's been a whole ton of additions for this team as the season's gone along. Part of the reason is because they lost Terrence Rhodes as well as Sam Group. Those were two big parts of the infield throughout the season. The pitch, swinging a fly ball, fairly deep left field. Back goes Tribble near the warning track. He makes the catch. Easily coming in and scoring is Nate Dudek from third. Runners will hold at second and first. So it's 2 outs, but the Braves have their first run of the afternoon. All tied at 1, Senators and Braves in the bottom of 2.
For your Braves, number 5, J.W. Holmeyer.
So back to the top of the order, and J.W. Kohlmeyer, he popped out to the shortstop Flores to begin the game. Got 2 men on with 2 outs. First pitch, high and tight, ball one. Kohlmeyer, another one of these guys that joined the team late. An incoming freshman to the Virginia Military Institute. The pitch, waved at. Recently, Kohlmeyer, 2 of 12. 2 strikeouts in that time. Batting .193 on the season, so that's pretty consistent with those numbers. The 1-1 upstairs, ball 2. And they're just trying to find in any way some sort of replacement for the great productivity to begin the season that they got from Sam Groom. He was the team's everyday leadoff man. Since he's left town, it's just been all about figuring out a new guy at the top of the order. This is swung on and flown out to left center field. Tribble into the gap. He'll range over and make the grab to retire the side. Tied at 1, we go to the third inning. Senators and Braves. You won't want to miss how this one shakes out. 1-1. Top of 3 coming up.
Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family-owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority 1. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today.
Cale Vinson, the 9-hitter, will lead things off in the third inning for the Senators. Scott Middleton really liked how Logan Tribble was turning over the lineup at the beginning of the season. Now liking how Cale Vinson has done that in recent memory. 3 for his last 10 at the plate. Has walked 3 times in that stretch. Hasn't struck out as well. First pitch, he swings and smacks one into center field. Back goes Gomez near the wall. Goodbye! Cale Vincent with a leadoff solo blast in the third. Senators 2, Braves 1. First pitch swinging for Cale Vincent, and he goes yard. Senators back in front. And Cale Vincent really putting things together. Scott Middleton's got to love it. When he first arrived to Southern Maryland, Middleton had huge expectations. Struggled when he first started. First pitch to Flores, low and away. But now Vincent has become more of a centerpiece of this lineup. Every day playing in that 9-hole and bringing some momentum to this team. The pitch, swinging a roller left side, and it's scooped up by Goldhill out of his glove. Flores will be safely aboard first base. Goldhill tried to make a sliding stop, but he tried to stab it a little too hard, and it rolled out of his glove down the third base line. So the Senators keep the offense rolling. It's 2-1 Southern Maryland. No outs, man aboard, and Flores. He's got some speed at first. Second on the team with 12 steals. First pitch, runner goes. It's in the dirt. Flores easily up. Runner in scoring position for the dangerous bat of Adam Trock. He just hits line drives. The 1-0 called strike on the outer edge. If you're just joining us, it's the top of the third inning. Senators lead 2-1. No outs. Runner in scoring position for the Senators. The pitch downstairs, 2-1. Senators get a leadoff blast in the third inning from Cale Vincent after they produced a run in the first with an Adam Trock one-out single, and then he stole a couple of bases and was driven in by Logan Tribble. A look at second, now the 2-1. Swung on a foul back, 2-2. Lefty on lefty to Adam Trock. An opportunity here. A high set and the pitch. Swinging a soft liner into left field. That's down in front of Levenga. They're going to send Flores home. He's in safely. It's past Levenga and to the wall. Trock cruises into second. Senators tack on one more. They lead 3-1. Well, it was 1-2-3 for the Senators in the second inning. Now they've hopped all over Kendall Cassidy. It's the first time the Senators have seen Cassidy on the pitching side this season. Cassidy has hit a number of times against Southern Maryland throughout the season. And in steps Logan Tribble. Boy, is he on a heater. Got Trock at second, first pitch. Fastball strike it at the belt. Tribble 8 for his last 13. He's got 4 RBIs in that stretch. A look at second. Trock with a large lead. The pitch. Swinging a tapper foul. Adam Trock's been fantastic today. He had the single back in the first inning, and then the double here, a big one for Trock. Tribble trying to keep the momentum rolling. Senators in front by 2 runs. The pitch. Swinging a liner through the left side, base hit. Triple aboard. Trock will be held at third with Lavanga moving with momentum towards home plate. So runners at the corners, and Logan Tribble's putting it together. Boy, 9 for his last 14. How often do you see that? Had a fantastic start to the season, and now near the end, really putting it together. Left-handed hitting Stephen Krause, and here comes the pitching coach for a chat. Looks like they're going to keep in Cassidy, at least for the moment. We'll see how long the leash is on him with the Senators doing what they have against him. It was this part of the lineup where he locked things down back in the first inning. Still hasn't recorded an out here in the third. Senators 3, Braves 1 on the Senators Baseball Network. Metro South County got to really turn things around and got to do it quick. Senators with a win today pretty much clinch, not official, but pretty much do clinch that 4th seed in the postseason tournament. Of course, we explained to you pregame the new format. All 8 teams will make it in. And now with that, it's super important to try to be one of those top 4 teams, because then you'll get at least 1 bye. The top 2 will get a double bye, and it will essentially, after that bottom 4 round where teams 5 through 8 all play, it will then be those 2 winners against seeds 3 and 4. And then from there, we will go into the semifinals and play 3-game series from there on out. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer, diving, and it's past the glove of Buffard into the outfield. Trock in to score. Tribble stops at second, and an RBI knock for Stephen Krause. Keep it rolling in the third. So with that new playoff format, it makes it really important to be one of those top 4 teams. Senators with a win threatening to do exactly that and sneak in there. First pitch misses in the dirt to Danny Surwick. Senators still seeking their first above 500 season. They've got a chance to do it this year. The pitch. Called strike at the knees. 2 men on, still no outs, top of the 3rd inning. And it's a power hitting Danny Surwick at the dish. Grounded out to first his last time up. The pitch waved at. They got a speedy Tribble out at second. Scott Middleton has really emphasized this team stealing recently, being aggressive on the base paths. A high set. Look to second and the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch misses in the dirt. Krause taking off behind Tribble, and he's gone down at second. Well, Tribble got a good jump to third. Krause gunned down trying to take second, and so Danny Surwick continues his AB with 1 out. Productive out now will do to drive home Logan Tribble. The pitch. Swing, and he bounced it off his foot, foul down the right side. Four-1 Senators, top 3. It's turned into a pretty afternoon at South County High School. Infield creeping in for the Braves. On this all-grass infield, the pitch low and outside. Only dirt there is are around the bases. First, second, third, home, and the pitcher's mound. And now an increasingly important 3-2 pitch. Cassidy sets and offers. Upstairs, ball 4. Good at bat by Danny Serwick, and he's able to work a walk. Now out comes the pitching coach once more, and this looks like it'll be a call to the bullpen. That'll do it for Kendall Cassidy's day. New arm to introduce you to for the Braves after this. A rocky start for Kendall Cassidy today. He gave up 4 runs, 2 men aboard will still be accredited to him. Senators 4, Braves 1 on the Senators Baseball Network as we continue on in the top of the third after this with 1 out for Southern Maryland.
A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal.
New arm out of the bullpen, Colin Miller for the Metro South County Braves. Senators trying to really rack up the runs here early. Top of the third inning, reminder that we got 2 7-inning games this afternoon. 4-1, Southern Maryland in front with 1 out in the top of 3. Danny Serwick aboard first, Logan Tribble at third. And up to bat will be Carter Groen, a man that can deal a whole lot of damage. He's done so at moments throughout this season. He's tied for the team lead with 2 home runs. Last year, he was tied for the lead league. 10 home runs on the campaign, and he really did it all for Southern Maryland. Logged in over 1,100 OPS a season ago. That's on base plus slugging. It's a stat category where anything over 1,000 is considered pretty elite. Miller sets and fires home. It's popped into the parking lot behind home for strike 1. Miller, a 7.16 ERA. He's made 1 start this season. Got a win in 4 1/3 innings back on July 3rd against the DC Grays. In that outing, he was fantastic. The pitch, runner goes, swung on and lined into center field. That's down for a base hit. Surwick hustling for third. Tribble will easily score, and it's met at the corners. RBI base knock for Carter Groen.
Stepping up to the plate, Senators, 34,
Senators tack on one more in the third. It's 5-1, Southern Maryland. This brings up MJ Phillips with men at the corners. Carter Groen, he likes to steal. First pitch waved at, strike one. Groen will take opportunities on the base pass when he sees them. See if he does against the 6'4" right-hander Miller. Here's 0-1. Swung on and popped into the air. Shallow left center field. On comes Lavenga. He will make the catch. Surwick forced to hold that third. So just a little short for anyone to score. And that's out number 2 in the top of 3. Senators have already pushed across 4 in the inning, trying to tack on more with Jack Gagan. Gagan ground out to second his first time. He really just flows with where the pitch is. He's a quality hitter. First offering, he takes upstairs, ball 1. In the beginning of his at-bat, he saw 3 straight balls his first time up. That was 3 in a row in the zone from Cassidy. The pitch, down low. So all 5 runs to this point on the leisure of Kendall Cassidy, who went just 2 1/3. The pitch. Swinging a jam shot foul behind home. Senators just exploded offensively in the 3rd inning. Cassidy just failing to give any sort of pushback. The pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to second once more. It's gloved by Buffard, and he throws out Gagan to retire the side. Senators 5, Braves 1 after the top of the 3rd. Senators in front by 4 runs. Trying to keep it going on the mound will be Nate Berzonski after this. Senators and Braves. We continue on.
Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC